Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you this event called Outer Realms. Now the main reward while playing this game, this event is these construction tokens and upgrade tokens. This is a new form of in-game currency. It's not exactly new, but relatively new, I should say. It's been more than a year, so I shouldn't really be saying new. But since this account is only 3 months old, it's new for me. I've actually only managed to play, I think, 2 or 3 times this event so far. By no way an expert on it, but I'll just share what I do in case it's helpful to some of you. We use it to build and upgrade all these relic buildings. I don't have the other relic buildings in my castle now. I'll just show you here. The one that gives more stone and wood as well. The relic woodcutter, relic quarry. But more than these, I have not unlocked as yet. But I'm assuming these also will get built using these currency only. The beekeeper and things. So, in order to get honey and meat production, you need to have those. And there are a lot of other useful avenues where you can use this currency. I think to upgrade these towers also you need. See, and each time you reach level 5 tower, I think you add another 20 towers into 4, I think. About 80 more soldiers on the wall you can get by increasing the thing. So, a lot of other uses are there. So, the only problem is the really efficient way of collecting these tokens is by entering outer realms. You get these tokens in these nobility concept contests. Now they give you a little bit. See, they give you 10, 50. But these are like hardly enough. I can get a few more here in the Kingdoms League by at the end of every event. You can get a little bit, but these are won't be enough for you to progress at a decent pace. So you have to, whether you play or not, I'll always say enter the outer realms every time, every single time. Because look at this, you scroll down, the top 50,000 players will get at least 500 melee and range horrors. So whether you end up making any points or not, there's a good chance that you'll actually end up in the top 50,000. If you don't end up in the top 50,000, that means 50,000 players have not played in this event. I'm not sure how many people enter every time. Let's enter Outer Realms and find out. I've actually been in the Outer Realms event, I think it's 2 days already. I entered on the very first day, but I haven't done anything. I'll show you. One thing is, okay, so I've been attacked a few times. I really don't have an army or anything of that sort here. Just look at the 6 soldiers I have. Okay. Now, you can choose one of a few type of castles with either coins or rubies while entering. And once you enter, it will give you your position. Yeah, I've got 270 ranking points. That is 22,000. So I'm still in the top 50,000 without doing anything really. 22,500. I am here. Far down. Somewhere here I am. I get 3,000 million range horrors for literally doing nothing. But still, given there's 4 more days, I might as well make a few attacks to make sure that I at least get these. Last time I played a little more actively. I ended up getting, I think, uh, top 500 places or something like that. Let me see if I have a snapshot of that. I think somewhere here I ended up top 500 or top 150. I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can find that. That gives you a good number. See if you end up in top 100, 150. Forget that. At least top 1000, if you end up, you'll end up with 700 tokens and 2800 upgrade tokens. Once you build your, not the conservatory, the greenhouse, upgrading the greenhouse is a lot cheaper than upgrading the conservatory. Greenhouse, it requires, I think, about 1250 upgrade tokens per greenhouse to get it to full level 20. So by reaching top 1000, you can upgrade 2 greenhouses to their max level in just using one event. Anyway, let's see how, whether we can send out some attacks. I don't have any troops, so basically you end up with a few coins, a bit of rubies. Rubies I actually got, I think, because of defending a few attacks. I just bought few soldiers for some coins. This is very similar to the Horizon event. You can buy coins, soldiers using coins and tools using coins. Also, you can buy some equipment using coins and rubies here. I'm not planning to buy any offers or rubies this time. So let's see how much I can actually do without spending anything. These events, make no mistake, it's actually, if you want to get a decent place, like last time to reach the top 100 or 500, I'm not sure which place, I did spend a bit. I bought some offers, I used it to get good commanders and horrors and all that, and then only I was able to get a decent place. This time I'm not planning to spend anything, so let's see what I can do without spending anything. I have now 1000 coins. One thing you can do is this daily duty. If you do it once is enough. All you need to do is collect, all you need, hit 10 robber baron castles and loot 25 castles. So these 25 attacks, if you can send out 15 plus 10, you will get this. You will get one good gem. That is a commander gem. That gives melee, range and courtyard. This will be very good for your PvP commander. So make sure that you complete this task. This is not difficult at all. Anybody can complete using nothing but the coins and the... it doesn't matter if you even win or lose the attacks. All you need to do is make 25 attacks. So just pick 25 weakest castles who are not playing or who have nothing in their castle and then hit them. And then hit 10 robber baron castles at level 1. You're done. And you get this relic gem and a bit of upgrade and construction tokens. First things first, since we are doing free attempt, okay, wait, let me buy something. I don't have any. I have 1000 coins. Let's see if I can buy at least 20, 30. The cheapest one is this one on top here only. 75. This is 83. I'll buy this. Maybe for 500, 600 coins I'll buy. Okay, 28. Oh my god. This is really bad. Okay. Anyway, I got that. I think I've already hit a few castles. The thing is, you need to complete all that in a single day. I don't think I did all that first day. It doesn't matter. We'll hit some RBCs. I think 5 is enough. Not really sure. Okay, the one. One, two, three, four. I think it's more than enough to win these attacks. Let's see if we can collect a bit of coins by just hitting these castles. Actually, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, let's wait till these attacks reach. Oh my god. A lot of people hitting here. What is this guy sorry about? Sorry. I thought you are not active. Somebody hit me. That's fine. I didn't have anything. Somebody is trying to spy me. Somebody from my server. Wrong call. I don't know. Which alliance is this supposed to be? Some random alliance, okay. Doesn't matter. These 3 attacks are out. Let's see. All I need to do is collect a bit of coins first. Because without that, I can't buy any more soldiers to attack. Okay, yeah, this is one good thing I did. Okay, 275 coins. I've never been happier to collect 300 coins, less than 300 coins. I literally get nothing otherwise. Okay, half an hour, 10 minutes, I get 33 coins. Okay, can you at least get one or two more soldiers? Actually, no. Right, let's see. Oh God, I'm stuck. Just a minute. Okay, I'm sorry, the game just froze. I had to restart the whole thing. I won a bit of coins for completing one of these thing. Our attacks on the, I think, where is it? Where did I get those coins? Yeah, see, loot resources from any target. I think that one or the other one. I don't know. For hitting robber baron castles, I think we have a quest. One of those quests got completed and I got a bit more coins. See, I'm up to 900 now. I'll buy a little more soldiers. 500. Okay. So even if you guys have absolutely no money to spend, there is a bit of use you can get from this event. That's what I'm trying to show you. If you can somehow, you'll have to be a little active and scrape through basically. 5, okay, attack. Okay. If you can scrape through, let's see which place is the last that gives these upgrade tokens. Top 5,000, top 10,000. Oh my god. If you can somehow reach top 10,000, you get 1,500 upgrade tokens. That is one entire. So, it can actually, it should be possible. Let's see how many points these guys need. Okay, 22,000 I'm in. Where is it? Okay, these guys are at 330. I'm at 240. Okay, it's not bad. If I can manage a few more points, how they calculate that is every day you get these points, right? So the daily ranking points adds to your overall ranking points for every day that's completed in the game. So tomorrow I'll be basically 400 or 510 points. So yeah, tomorrow morning, tomorrow once the reset happens, I'll be 510 points. The way to increase these daily ranking points is by collecting more heritage points. I'm basically at 312 heritage points. That means I would have started out with 5,000, I think. People have robbed me and I'm left with 312. Now this guy, you see if you can attack him. He's like me. He has 355. So I don't know how much I'll get if I hit him. This guy has about 5,000 points. Look at, I means 600. He's got a bit of soldiers there. But you don't want to hit too close unless you're defending from it somewhere a little further. Let's see. You need a bit of defense in your castle to hold off at least the small 32 soldier attacks. Look at this. I'm sending attacks with some 4 5 soldiers and all. These are just. Let's see. I'm sending these out. First, I'll finish my robber baron quota, collect some more coins, get a little more soldiers, and see if I can. Oh, I can send only 3 at a time. No VIP, so only 3. Now the third one's come back, so I can send out one more. Okay. Attack. Now let's see how many more RBCs I have left to hit. I have hit 3 now. I need to hit 6 more, 7 more. 3, 4. Okay. Once I complete this 10, then I'll start doing some castle hits. By the time I hopefully can get some defense also. Not sure what I can do with so little coins and hardly any rupees. It's okay. We'll do what best we can. Hmm, what offers do we have? Accelerated movement, attack strength, master attack strength, horror attack strength, faster recruitment. Mm, let's see if we can recruit some of those. Hey, I forgot about recruitment altogether. These we can recruit, no? These, which is better. Let's see, we'll do this. This is the cheapest. 28 soldiers I don't have money for. 6. I have 400. So I'll spend half of that to get 7. Okay. Let's see. Every attack on an RBC, I get 28 coins. My god. So pathetic. I'm really not sure how effective the game's gonna be without spending anything. See, this is the thing, they force you to buy. You see how weak your attacks are, and you're literally helpless. A guy with 32 soldiers who can afford to send 32 soldiers at you at this point beat you and take all the points that you've managed to gather. Now, even if I might have, I think about, let's see, how many soldiers do I have? 11, 15, 21. 21 soldiers on the way, and anything in the castle? 21, nothing. I have about 20 soldiers with me. And say I hit for like 4 or 5 more camps, I get a little more, build a little more. I think we're building some 7 over there. Basic 32 soldier attack only, we have units for. What would be the point? Even if we manage to gather another 500 or 1000 points to our heritage total, one small attack we can't even defend ourselves against. It was... Anyway, let's see what happens. Somebody from your own alliance, one thing you can do is you get a free, what do you call, move. Like same with your main castles. Let's see if anybody from my I don't think anybody bought. Just one person may have bought a little bit. He's about 100 clicks from me. And he's surrounded by reds. My god. These guys all have a few coins in there, resources and heritage points, but nobody's bought this time around from our alliance. Sometimes they might have some strong defense to support you, so that might be helpful. Okay, no point. I don't think we've all moved close to each other. Sometimes we all play together, so we move our castles just right next to each other so that we can defend each other using this relocate main castle. You don't have to spend for the very first move, no? And it takes less than 10 minutes. So this time looks like nobody's even bothered to do that. I think all the players are looking for just the extra horrors that the event can give. Our spearmen is ready. Yay, 33 more coins. Okay, this time we'll go for the 65. Oh no, let's do 33. That's most. Anyway, we're sitting here. Nothing. 28. Somebody's getting attacked. You see, 126 soldiers. Normally, you can crush these attacks. But here, unless you buy rubies, you are left with no choice but to sit and receive those attacks like a duck. Okay, 40, good. At least a bit of coins you're getting here and there. The problem is if you spend all your coins, you won't have enough even to send out an attack. Really annoying. Mm. Okay, let me just play a quick visit to my main castle. Nothing interesting going on here. Okay, coins for the rubies. How many coins does this give? For 35 rubies, how many coins? I have 59 rubies. How many coins can I get? Where is this traveling? Nothing. But it says I can get something there. Uh, Hey, 500. Do I want it? Actually, I might as well buy it. I have no other use for the gems anyway. Sorry, the rubies. Might as well buy a little more soldiers. Should I buy some defense? No, I'll actually recruit more of these. Buy for another 300, 350. Another 12 soldiers. Okay, it's good. Come on. We're building up our army with the cheapest soldiers possible. I think this is what they call penny pinching. Come on, man. Get home fast. Okay. Okay, 16 cost me. Oh, it costs about 16 coins to send out an attack. After all this, I get 28 now. My god. You end up with actually about positive 10, 12 gold coins per attack. At this rate, for 60,000 gold coins to buy a good commander, I need to send out 6,000 attacks. Wish me luck. My god. It's just crazy. How many camps have I finished? 7. Eighth one is all the way. 9 and 10. Okay, 2 more camps and I'll be done with RBCs. We can move on to castles. We'll have to try and find castles where really the guy is not active at all. We can't risk somebody attacking us back because we lose everything that we have. Anyway, I won't defend. I'll just Take the soldiers out of the castle and let the attack fall. Can't afford to lose any more soldiers trying to defend. Might as well use them to send out more attacks, and if somebody attacks, let them win. We'll use the soldiers to send out more attacks on some other weaker player. However weak you think you are in this game, there'll be somebody weaker than you, so that you'll be able to get some easy points. And however strong you think you are, there'll be somebody stronger than you also. Funny this game is. That's what makes it interesting. Okay, 8-3, 11 points. Not bad at all. Okay. I think the distance is what determines how many. I can actually avoid those last 3 goal coming, but I don't want to pitch so much. Time. Let's see actually what happened. I had 20 defenders. Huh? How did I have 20 defenders? What actually did I have? Oh, these are the citizens. Yeah, the citizen managed to kill a few. Not bad at all. See, he sent out 63 of these spearmen and bowmen, and he won. And how much heritage did he take from me? 43. It's fine, it's fine. Can always get them back. By now, if I had actually bought a bit of rubies, I could have used them to buy some soldiers, bought myself a good commander using the coins I get during the offer, and sent out at least 20-25 attacks. But now, since we are playing with nothing but what the game gives us, it just gives you perspective. People who don't buy even a single ruby, what they have to go through to get ahead in this game. I'm not trying to judge whether that is good or bad. Just showing the reality of it, however. It's just this is what it takes to compete if you don't spend. I really can't call it competing because anyway, we'll try to get a good place even without. It's possible, make no mistake. If you can really be active, this game always is biased towards the more active players. The amount you spend really won't matter. If you spend a ton on rubies and then you're not active, you're busy off doing something else, the guys who are active will take everything from you. Keep your soldiers in your castle idle, they'll come, they'll hit you, they'll kill all your troops, take all your resources and go. So activity matters more than the amount you spend at the end of the day. Come on, hussies. Hold on. If you think this video is really boring, then think of the players who have to play the game like this. I'll try to make a video another time when I buy rubies during this event. You can see the difference in speed of the gameplay itself. Now, if I buy events, I'll get VIP number 10, so level 10, so I can basically send out unlimited attacks. I would have sent out first round 10 attacks on RBCs, second round 25 attacks on classes that are relatively close by. So I would have been done with the first task that I told you about, the one that gives you the gem and this daily duty task. I would have been done by now, and I would have been off hunting heritage from somewhere else. I'll show you that in another video someday. But for now, we are penny pinchers and we are almost done with our RBC attacks. Come on, all I'm trying to show you guys is how long it takes to complete these. 10 attacks on RBCs takes so long. Another 25 attacks over here. 3 at a time, so at about 8-9 rounds I'll have to send. Okay, 2 done. I'll actually send out the first attack on some random. Okay, we'll send here. We don't want to send to any castle with defenses because he'll end up killing our. Okay, so, okay. Okay, our 10 attacks on the RVCs are completed now. Soldiers are returning. But in doing so, what we have actually done is completed the first set of maps for this adventure. Let's see if we can get some coins. I think these guys give coins if you complete this. So, let's send out one attack over here. 3 seconds, come on. Let's see if we can get some coins. What do we get? So the first victory, 157 coins and 18 rubies. Good, good. Considering the place we're in, this resources become important. Okay, and we'll repair this bridge and send out our next attack. Good, we can build more soldiers now. 5 seconds. I think we would have gotten a little more. We'll just send out and then finally we'll check out all the reports. Seven seconds. $50 coins for this and the final attack. Oh my god, it's killed off. We started off with I think about 17 soldiers, now we have only 6 left. Let's wait for some of the stronger troops to return from here. And I don't know if I have any wooden tools. I think we'll have to try and get some wooden tools because we're losing too many soldiers in those attacks. What does this castle need? 7. Okay, 7 and 7. 14 ladders we need. 14 ladders. Let's try to make some ladders. I didn't think we'll lose so many because the previous attacks we just lost 1 and this one, but we lost 11. But the loot was decent. Decent in comparison. Okay, siege workshop. We've got a bit of. We need 14 ladders. That takes 21 minutes. Oh, 7 minutes, 21 for the whole thing. Okay. 7 minutes we'll have our ladders. Oh, 20 minutes it will take for our ladders to get ready. So I think we'll wait for the ladders to send out the final attack. In the meantime, these troops also will return, so we'll have a little bit of stronger troops. Okay, our first attack is landed. We've not lost any troops. We got a bit of heritage, negligible, but still we are progressing towards our points. Current rewards is we get 2 random gems. We don't want this reward. We are trying to get this 40 points. I think we've got just 5 points for now. When you reach, I think 15, I'm not, I think this 10 and 5. Oh, so we need only 15 attacks, not 25 attacks. It's progressing equally. So we've done one. So 14 more attacks we need to reach our reward of this. Okay, we're still waiting for what do you call the ladders to get ready to send out some attacks over here. And in the meantime, we'll send out a few attacks on some castles with no defense really. Okay, this one we'll send out here. And remember, all the players who have not bought rubies will probably be in the similar situation like us. They won't have any defense. Okay, while we're waiting, we'll see if we can get some coins through. Okay, build a sawmill and expand castle one more time. Let's see if that's possible with the resources that we have. Okay, we'll expand the castle one time here. And we got a little bit of coins and sawmill. Takes about an hour to complete. Do we have any skips? Nothing. Okay, let that get built, and in an hour we'll have another 450 coins. This loot resources many target that's taking a long time. Expand castle, build tower level 1. 8, 9, 10 more, 2 more. One more expansion of the castle, let's see if we can do. And 2 more towers. Okay, it's 5 minutes. And another one here. I think if I complete these two, we'll get some more coins. Oh, we've won another attack. Basically, all these castles have no defense at all, so we're looking for castles like that. Some wood. Here, what do we have here? Anything with 0, okay. Spend 0 and get 3 bowmen. I'll take that. Okay, another castle we have won. We lost 2 soldiers this time. How far along the ladders? We need another 4 minutes. No, 10 minutes for the production time. Send out a couple more attacks on some castles with 1,000 points. We lose. This guy, what does he have? 78, I think, and win here. further away you look, the more you'll have to spend on sending the army there. He has 600 points, that means he'll have he has nothing. Okay, let's go after him. 60 coins. Thing is, you don't get any coins while hitting these castles. You've seen about 16 coins or something you get per attack. So you need to have a supply of coins. That is most important here. Need to keep recruiting. Where are we now? Let's see if we've made any dent in our placing. 270, 240. I think we are at the same level. I don't know how many points you still need. We were at 310, I think, heritage points. Now we're up to 340. I don't know how far you have to go to get a boost to this daily ranking point. You have to see. 270, 290. 280, 270. Oh, we were at 22, no, come below. Somewhere here. Oh, you need to go up another 2000 places. It's going to be difficult. Let's see. Okay, we have an attack reaching. Yes, we have won. The best part is the soldiers don't take any time to return. Once the attack hits, it hits. And instantly you have your soldiers back at your castle. Oh no. No ladders, please. I'm saving them for something else. Be careful if you use auto wave. You don't want to waste. Till you are completed with this quest. Let's see if I actually got any equipments while hitting robber barons. Yeah, I got some melee, enemy wall, equipment wall, plus 2 to 5 damage. This one do I use? Which one do I use now? Wall now. I think I'll use the wall one. Or melee strength 8. Yeah, that's good. Artifact also I got one. Later detection. Hero I didn't get any. Once either of these commanders come back, I think I'll put some of these. Some equipment is better than having nothing. In commanders here, I put some of these tools on it and send out. Second commanders are okay. I'm choosing castles a little further because I don't want to hit any castle with any sort of defenses. I want only empty castles so that I get those points easily. I don't want any other guy hitting me back. Okay, let's see if ladders are almost done. Yes, 1 minute, and we will have enough ladders to go and hit our highwayman final. I think when I get the decoration item also, I'll sell it for some coins. Right now, coin seems to be the most valuable resource you can have. Okay, we won next two attacks. No surprise there, considering all castles are empty. So right now we have about how many daily points? About 428 heritage points. You see how hard it is for us to come by these points. Now you just take a look at, I don't think you can see how many, some of the top players we'll see. The most strong player has 1.2 million points. This is what happens when you buy rubies and hit. I think ladder should be ready. Yes, let's hit those highwaymen. But do we have enough troops? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we don't. Okay, 400 soldier coins we have. We'll really get some. I think we can buy some coins with the 100 rupees that we have. 35 rupees gave us 70 rupees gave us 1000 gold coins. And 1000 gold coins gives us no. Okay, 14 more attackers. Three seconds. Come on, give me some good coins. I don't know if these give coins or just the decoration item. The final. Let's wait and see. Yay, some free troops and ladders. Can actually unlock all these. Doing towers here will give you more coins. But again, it all comes down to how much we're able to level up over here. And without skips, that also takes a lot of time. Okay, no more. We'll go into the castle and try to sell the decoration. Decorations are of no use really. My god, just 200 coins. All this for 200 coins. Something's better than nothing, I suppose. One more attack landed. How many PvPs have we completed now? This we've completed 9. We need another 6 more to complete this, and we have 2 on the way already. So 4 more we need to hit. We'll hit one castle from the other side. Try to find some guy with no defense. Defense. Okay. Honor point 0 should give you a clue. And the guy is not really attacking. Then you go look at the power points or might points. That will also give you a clue. Anything below 100 means he's totally not active. So that should be your clue. And 50 also you can hit, but that means he has some troops over there. Don't want to go too far also, otherwise the coin cost will keep going up. So look for some castle with 300 guys with outposts. Rarely have less points. Okay, I think this guy should be good. 25, yes. Just send one flying cat. $1,400. $94,000. My God. What's his PowerPoint 70,000? This guy is bought rubies. You don't want to mess with such players, especially when you are not buying. This guy should be good. Okay, let's take a chance. This guy is looking good. My God, I sent too many soldiers. Yeah. Anyway, 3 attacks on the way, so I can't send more. 3, and when these 3 land, I think I need 3 more to complete the task, and then I'll wind up. Only 2 more after this. Not bad. Okay, my last 2 attacks are about to reach on enemy camps, and with this I'll be done with the 15 camp attacks that are required to complete the daily tasks. As you can see, this is a long, slow grind if you don't buy rubies, which only leads me to the conclusion that if you don't want to buy any rubies for this event, all you can probably hope for are the horrors that they give out at the end, and not for the construction tokens and upgrade tokens. This you can come. I just completed this now. It's taken me more than, say, almost 2 hours to get these attacks done. I've gone up marginally in this. I think I had 240 daily ranking points in the beginning. Now I'm up to 260. For 20 points, I'd have to sit and slog. Heritage points up from, I think, 300 and odd to 600. That's about it. I think we've come to the end of this long, boring video. This is just to showcase what it takes to actually make any sort of progress in this event without spending. So I'll lead you to draw your own conclusions whether it's actually possible to reach this 10,000 mark. It might seem generous that the top 10,000 players will be able to get this construction tokens, but by looking at this, you can see that unless you're insanely active, spend a few hours, more than a few hours every day, every single day of this event, I don't know how this will be possible. Anyway, this is just to show you guys what it actually takes, right? And it's up to you whether you'd like to buy rubies to continue and try to get these construction tokens, or if these daily task rewards are more than enough for you and the demons will be sufficient, whether you'll be satisfied with that or not. The only plus that will come out of actually simply playing this event, whether you get any of the rewards or not. I mean, the worthwhile rewards, the demons, yeah, but you can get them by doing other events also. They're just more troops. They don't mean anything. If they would have given you some demons over there for attacking, then maybe you could have used them to send proper attacks. But in the main castle, you get the rewards at the end of the event. So I don't know how useful they will be. The only upside is you get some solid achievement points for this event. Every time you enter this, come down here on this event thing, I will show you. They participate in Outer Realm events 10 times. I think first one was 1 time and 5 times or something like that. You get a good boost to your achievement points. For this, at least for this, make sure you enter. Whether you can get the prizes or not, I leave it up to you. It's up to how each player, how active he is. Right, I'll make another video soon on how these achievement points are helpful. Okay, I think that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in another video. Right, bye.